No kidding. RoboCop, a wearable AI. I hope it works. Wistron has been working with MIT in the past 10 years and has been inspired by MIT with many ideas, and among which I'd be happy to share some of the projects that are more interesting that we've been working with. In Wistron, we have realized there's just too many things to do in medical AI. We choose to focus on the aging society. So here's some of the projects I'd be happy to share with you. So way back with CCell, and we have observed and participated in many of the projects. Here's some of the commercial product we have actually went on in the past many years and make product out of them. The first are a combination of radar technology. The bedshed VS and bedshed Care are radar platforms with cloud AI technologies for the aging society, for sleep monitoring and for fall detection. The VS stands for vital sign. So basically, it's a radar mounted on top of the bed, and the AI constantly during the sleep time to monitor the respiration, heart rate, and sleep condition of the subject. And let me show you some clinical cases. The system has been deployed commercially, clinically, and in the hospice care unit. For those of you not familiar, hospice care unit are patients waiting to go home, to die. And in the first case, it's a real clinical case, it's a cancer patient who suffers from a lot of pain. And during the last phase of human life, it is not fun. It is very painful, and the hospice care unit worldwide are understaffed. There's just not enough nurses to help them. The nurse has to feed the patient with morphine every 4 hours, and there's no telling the patient may need the help during the 4-hour interval. So here, ladies and gentlemen, what you see here, it's the AI has detected a major change in the respiratory trend, which indicate for severe coughing and airflow disturbance. Immediately, the alarm was sent to the nurse. The nurse come in, check out the patients, and provide morphine. So, no, we're not going to save the patient, but we do help the nurses in the very high pressure environment to manage the inevitable. So it's a time intervention by the AI. This is another case where another patient is passing away, and the AI, in this case, will be able to tell the patient passing away 2 hours ahead of the inevitable, preparing the family and the caretakers to do what needs to be done. It's all about the remaining quality of life, dignity, and human value. The same platform has been applied for sleep apnea detection. Obstructive sleep apnea detection is a major problem worldwide, and currently the technology simply is not good enough or pleasant enough. This is what you do worldwide. I'm not talking about the new Samsung Ring that tells you they could detect sleep apnea. A clinical evaluation requires you to sleep overnight in a sleep center, and you have to wear all the goggles. I tried twice in my life. Ladies and gentlemen, it was not comfortable. I could not fall asleep easily with all the tubes on my nose and all the wires all over my body. So such technology could be really helpful. There's no contact. So basically, the system detects the respiration, heart rate, and your sleep apnea. But could it be precise and reliable? Could it be a medical grade of a technology or product worth for clinical use? Here's one case, and we have accumulated thousands of cases. This is one particular patient that he has mild OSA and was diagnosed, and he was ordered to wear a CPAP to sleep to navigate to improve the airflow during sound sleep. And we all know such patient may suffer severe incidences or emergency if when ulcer occurs and hurt what the body cannot sustain. So in this case, let me show you. During the sleep, the system recorded an incident where the airflow, the respiratory pattern largely was disturbed. And what happened later on, the doctor checked with the patient and find out that he went to the toilet at about 3 a.m. in the morning. See the yellow dot? He went to the toilet, and for some reason he came back. Either he neglected or he forgot to put on the CPAP back on to sleep. So could the system be used for routine, daily, community, instead of hospital use to help with patient in needs? So we have decided to really go into this and make a clinical grade product out of this to obsolete the PSG. So how does it work? Basically, the raw data of the radar has been sent to go through segmentation, trend, and curve analysis, a combination of machine learning and deep learning with thousands of real-life patients fed to the training model. And so we have worked with several leading medical centers in Taiwan, going through IRB trial with 2 years of investigation, collected thousands, if not tens of thousands of real-life human data combined with the gold standard. The result has been phenomenal. The result was submitted first of its kind earlier this year in the Journal of Sleep, Clinical Sleep Medicine, and it shows an amazing correlation, in most cases over 85 to 95% correlation to the gold standard. And we believe such technology could really be helpful. The next radar platform uses a different frequency and different setup and a different AI. It's to monitor elderly for fall or lack of motion. Immobility is a problem. Old people like my mother, 92 years old, in a nursing home, and she could walk, but she doesn't want to walk, and sitting idle is killing her. So how do we know if she lives by herself that if there's a fall, could the caretaker be alarmed immediately without false alarm? And we all know it's such a technology, it's the false alarm that's killing the industry. This technology monitors, instead of the bed, a 5 by 5 meter square space, and multiple sensors could be linked and shared with the same AI through the dashboard to the caretakers to cover a much larger area. To train this AI, Wistron combines from Intel, a visual light CCD depth camera with our sensor for timestamp alignment, and feed the data to simply put 5D data of XYZ speed and signal strength. And the training coupled with a lot of cases really shows off. Let me show you some clinical cases. So typically the sensor is mounted on top of the toilet or a kitchen where the elderly are most likely to fall. The risk of falling are the greatest. Or it could be in the living room or the senior, the immobility or the lack of activity cause a problem. In 2022, Taiwan government has a bold project, a mission assigned to Wistron, that we take on the project to help elderly living in remote mountainside. They are underprivileged citizens of our society. They need help, but there's just not enough caretakers in the remote villages up in the mountains. And so this is a typical interesting example of a single senior lady over 80 years old. She thinks she's still active and she does her own farming. The system was installed at her home, supported by the government in December 1st, 22, and you could see multiple sensors has been placed on the toilet, the kitchen, the living room, and also VS sensor at the bedroom. So it's all coverage indoor to monitor the daily commuting. So it's a 24/7 AI monitoring the situation. And what happened is during the first week of the installation, a fault actually occurred. And the alarm was sent to the caretaker at the village. She run into there and check on the lady and find out she's okay, luckily. But we continuously monitor. We found out the incidence of the rate of the fall actually increased over the past several months. And what was the reason? Is it because of the age or anything else? By combining the care AI with the VS AI, so we could monitor the sleep condition as well as the daily routine in the house, the AI has enough data to actually suggest it's the lack of sleep. It's the lack of sleep contributed to the unfavorable health condition and the chances of fall. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we enter in a super aging society, people are getting old. I'm getting old. I'm 64. I worry about my mother. I worry about myself. There's not enough caretakers. So such a technology may now is helping our society. So the next will be my favorite. What I'm wearing today is it's a robot. It's a generation of exoskeleton. It's not the same what you see Tom Cruise or people wear in Avatar, where super soldier lifting heavy duty, or in the movie Alien. It's a lightweight robot. You wear about. It's under 6.7 kilo. It's the lightest weight exoskeleton in the market. It's been classed as a dermoskeleton. Dermoskeleton means like a skin. It's not literally like a skin because in North America, people are very heavy. You need enough power to lift, to stop. All right, so such a technology works. It's a dermoskeleton called Kyogo, where Kyogo stands for keep on going. It has been invented by a Canadian startup in the French-speaking, they call better part of Canada, Quebec. And Wistron has invested heavily to this startup, and our scientists working close hand-to-hand with the Canadian engineers. It's an AI dermoskeleton that's a smart orthosis. It's basically an AI power orthosis on the edge. So the AI is right here in the control box. No, we don't connect to the internet. It's the instant augmentation. It's the scripted AI, which later when the data could be fed to the cloud after you take it off for the further training to enhance the algorithm. It's supposed to work, and let me show you some real cases. Well, before that, here's how it works. So basically, there's no remote control. It's different from most of the commercially available medical-grade exoskeleton. There's no remote control. We don't gear you by text you around. It's not a wheelchair. The wearer, the subject, the people make the first initiation. Say if I want to walk, say if I want to climb stairs, I want to jump, or I want to run, or I want to crouch. So the initiation starts by you. The sensor located at the hip and knee sense what you are doing, and the AI interprets your intention and calculate on the fly in milliseconds, provide the augmentation. And the motors start to kick in, and the structure move. Your mobility, capacity, intensity both improve on the fly. This is an Australian lady who suffered from spinal cord injury, incomplete spinal cord injury. You notice the gait, she's at the risk of fall. And this is just recently, and notice immediately when she put on the Kyogo, her gait become normalized. She walk like a normal human beings, a lot more confidence, and the AI constantly sense her intention going upstairs. The swing phase of the gate is assisted, just enough pushing power to push her up. And notice when she climbed downstairs backwards, the bearing stability is improved, and she stepped down with enough stopping power to make her feel comfortable. You think she's having fun? Now, this is in Japan. This is a stroke survival. This gentleman suffered from stroke and with a left-sided hemiplegia. You notice that and his mission when he come to the clinic, he say, I want to be able to play bowling again in my life with my teenager son. So the Japanese Sensei Kashima-san, our master trainer, provided a unique customized training to improve his weak side, his balance, while trying to rebuild the neural connectivity to his muscle and to build the field and balance. And this is what happened after 5 years of stroke. The first time he get back to the bowling alley with his son. Notice the balance, the confidence. Literally the first strike. He loved Kyogo so much so he decided, he told us that he wanted to go skiing. That was his favorite sport. And we saw, yeah, you sure? This is the first ski after stroke. Isne means slow down, you're rushing it. So in Japan, Kyogo is so much appreciated and recognized. The Tokyo city government actually fund project with an NGO to have the stroke survival, to do community sports, like climb Mountain Fuji, bowling, and soccer. Unimaginable. These are stroke survivals. They would be in a home, in a wheelchair, in a stick, and they're having fun. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have reported you some of the project we are working on. Really, yes, we see money, we see business opportunity, but at the same time, this is how we at Wistron pay back to the society with our ESG responsibility. Thank you so much.